welcome to Connecticut at your service. I am your host today, Terry Perkins. I'm filling in for Carmen A. Nieves. Carmen, if you're watching, we love you and we miss you. We come to you live every Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. from Soundview Community Media in Stratford, Connecticut. Today, I am so excited. This Black History Month, we have a special guest. We actually have two special guests today. We have the awesome Tamikia Lemus, and we have her daughter, Isabella Lemus. Sorry if I said that incorrectly. But Tamikia, she is a passionate and creative force behind Design by Mika, which is a small business dedicated to crafting unique, personalized creations. She's a devoted wife, mother, and grandmother. And she balances her family life with her entrepreneurial spirit, drawing inspiration from her deep love of crafting. So we have that, and she is also the owner of Mother-Daughter USA Pageants.
Yes.
If I said that wrong, I'm sorry.
No, you said it perfectly fine.
Awesome. But yeah, she is also the owner of that, and they are also the reigning
title holders. Yes, we are.
For that pageant. So thank you guys so much. I'm going to let you speak because I clearly can't.
Oh, you're fine.
Thank you guys so much for joining us on the show.
Thank you for inviting us, Terry. Really appreciate it. We love and miss you as well, Carmen.
Yes. So let's start with the pageant because you guys are all glammed up. You look beautiful, wearing your lovely sash and crowns. Tell me about the pageant.
So Mother-Daughter USA is a national and international pageant. Its motto is set up for mothers and daughters to embrace the bond through community service and also give you some quality time with your daughter. Mother-Daughter USA was, a pageant that was started back in the 1960s, kind of fell off. It was reinvented by Elizabeth Crawford. She is out of Oregon. She is our former director and founder. It's been established under her wing since 2017. And we have had an awesome ride with her. We became the reigning Mother-Daughter USA in 2024. Our reign actually comes to an end because we're having nationals this year. So it's just a bonding experience with your child, with a daughter. We normally range from the age of 10 and up. And through community service, any type of commitments you have as far as some platforms concerned, it embraces that bond, but it also gives you an opportunity to work with your daughter on so many projects and platforms as well.
Oh, that's awesome to hear. And you're from Mississippi.
I am.
How did you get all the way over here and get started with this organization? Like, what inspired you to do it, really?
Well, I came from Mississippi via Houston, Texas. I moved to New York in 2015. So when I got married in 2018, me and my husband and my daughter, we all decided to move in 2020 to Bridgeport. Best decision ever. Left the fast life, came to the much more settled and calm. I love that. So we wanted to do, me and Isabella wanted to actually form a longer and better bond. As you know, Isabella is my baby, but she is my stepdaughter. And we decided to enter a pageant together. She started out the reins of pageantry, and then I decided, well, I saw a lot of women my age that had their own division. I've always wanted to be a part of a pageant since I was a little girl. And I don't know, it just made me feel separate from a mom and a wife and a grandmother. It made me feel like myself and beautiful. So it also gave me insights behind how I could better myself in my community and give back more efficiently. So that's how I started. She fell off the ranks a little bit there, but she came back. She's full force now.
That's good. And did you always want to be a part of a pageant, or how did you feel when the idea came up?
I had started pageantry in 2019, I believe.
Oh, okay.
And
she's seasoned.
She's seasoned.
I had started because my mother had introduced it to me. She said, how about you try pageantry? Mm-hmm. So I started that, and at first, I'm not gonna lie, I was very nervous. But after a while, I started actually liking it because it helped me bond with my mother more.
That's good. Okay. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad that you guys are, I think that's the coolest part. You don't have to do it alone. You have your mom there, you have your daughter there, and it seems like there's a community aspect with the volunteering or just community-based projects.
Yes, community-based projects and platforms. Through pageantry, I was able to form my own state nonprofit, Girls with a Crown United, which is a youth mentorship program that's launching here in September of 2025
That's
in
awesome.
Bridgeport. And she as well has formed her own platform as well. So we still volunteer through regular, our own personal volunteering. We do. I volunteer through the library, Bridgeport Rescue Mission, the Veterans Home, and so forth. Anywhere I see that I can bring value or help in any way, I will.
I think that's great. What do you think is, I guess, why do you feel like it's important to get involved with community-based things and like volunteering and passing that on to your daughter? Why do you think that's important?
I feel when it comes to our youth in this day and age, we want them to understand and form some form of empathy. You never know what your fellow colleague or friend or even classmate is going through. And getting out in the community and understanding that everyone doesn't have the same kind of lifestyle that you have or is going through things that you may not or may have went through, it does benefit. It teaches them, our youth, empathy. It teaches them understanding and wanting to volunteer more in their community. It's very important, for us to be role models to them, to show as parents and as even teachers and so forth, to show that we can commit to something on a volunteer basis or even form our own platforms or nonprofits. It benefits, it really does.
So I like what you said. Your answer kind of connects back to what you were saying before. It's like doing the pageant kind of help you step into something other than just mom and wife. And
yes.
I think that's good also for, their child, your daughter, to see you as other than that as well. Like you're also a woman sort of thing, and there's still a lot to learn as well. And also her, she's a young lady. You can see her other than just daughter. Like she's blossoming into, who she is and who she's going to become. So I really like that aspect and the perspective you brought with that.
Yes.
Before we move on to Design by Mika, I also want to learn a little bit more about Mother Daughter USA. So what does that process look like? Like who can apply, or how does that look? What can they expect when they join, sort of thing?
Oh, you're gonna have a grand old time with me. Anybody knows me know I go all out and I pull out the stops the best way I possibly can to make you feel comfortable and enjoy being amongst more than just your daughter, and your daughter being amongst more than just her mother. It's a bonding experience that I'm looking for. Taking over this pageant and launching it here in Bridgeport is an honor. There are so many youth programs here for our young ladies and also our young men, but most importantly, having a bond like that with your mother, doing something, that is out of the box and ordinary, dressing up and, when you're in a pageant, you learn a lot more than just community and service projects or volunteering. You also get an opportunity to be interviewed by a panel of judges, which will teach you how to talk amongst that type of environment. That's where you're going to get job skills. It does benefit in every way. It's not just the glam. So what we're doing is now that Bridgeport is officially the headquarters, this for the next four to 5 years will be where we launch our nationals at. We will start our promotion on the pageant March 1st. You have to be a mother and a daughter, ages 10 and up.
Okay.
We're even looking for mothers that are in their prime or that are much more seasoned, and their daughters too.
Yeah.
So I'm actually the mother, including Isabella. I have 7 daughters.
Wow.
So I do understand bonding. I bond with all of them in a different way, as I bond with my grandchildren in a different way. So this is one thing that I feel like it would benefit Bridgeport. It will be September 5th through the 7th. It's a weekend of fun activities. My theme is affirmations and commitment. to oneself. So I'm super excited about announcing the location and getting everyone signed up as quickly as possible. We don't have anyone representing our beautiful state of Connecticut yet, so I'm hoping I can secure that that mother and daughter reign pretty quickly here. So
That's exciting. I'm looking forward to that. And
Yes.
even like, the pictures and everything, that's really special.
yes,
And wow, 7 daughters.
7 daughters ranging
That's
from the
awesome.
age of soon to be 33
Wow.
to 19, well, 14.
Wow, that is beautiful. I grew up by myself with my mom, so I had her just to myself. But
Yes.
it's good you have, the sisters and many daughters to love on. I think that's beautiful. So moving on to Design by Mika, can you tell us about what that is?
Designed by Mika, custom made. So it's a actual DIY. It started out DIY hobby. Now it has elevated. I am in love, totally in love with miniatures. I do miniature doll houses. I dabble in resin art, designs, embroidery,
Nice.
and laser cut items. Like I said, it started out as a hobby, and I just kind of worked my way up. I decided to form it as a business back when I was living in New York, just to say to myself, I want this one day to be what I give back to my community and to help build myself. So I took that time while I was in New York and just got better at my craft. I didn't go out selling or anything of that nature. I got better at myself. I started to see what was the market was looking like, and then I launched my business in 2021 here in Bridgeport, and it has taken off tremendously. I have had the honor of pitching for the city of Bridgeport in their grant program in December of last year, and I was one of the top 10 businesses that won in the grant. So I've also had the opportunity, I'm in this amazing program with the University of Bridgeport, Accelerator program for small businesses. It's 12 of us. We're on a 40-week long journey with our mentors that is helping build us and better our small businesses here in Bridgeport and the surrounding areas. So I'm truly honored to be a part of that program. So I have a lot of things in store for Design by Mika.
That's exciting. So you said you do miniatures, you do resin art, a lot of other things.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you want to do that you haven't really touched on yet?
Yes, my goal is to eventually, within this year or the beginning of next year, open my own arts and crafts store.
That'd be
I
awesome.
want to be able to teach my customers and new clientele how to do this themselves and enjoy it just like I do. It's forming a memory, and I think sometimes we kind of fall off that a personalized gift or a custom-made gift, it leaves a lasting effect. It's something that you can keep and cherish down the years. I have an aunt, she's in her 70s, and I kid you not, she has probably about 20 albums in her home of all of us.
Wow.
When we were little babies, and all of my aunts, my mother, and so forth. Those are memories, and those are things that are gonna be treasured within our legacy of our families. And I really want to be able to teach families and bring them in and gather them together so they can have that bond as well.
Oh, that's special. I actually had this is so off topic, but I had a coworker. It was my birthday last month, and I just started this job, but she made me this little handmade, it was like a bouquet of flowers with like ribbon, roses.
Yeah, silk roses, beautiful.
Yes, it was so pretty. I was
Yes.
like, I can't, I'm keeping this forever. It was so nice, but I totally agree. Those, those handcrafted things or just things with, made with intention or given with intention are just so special, even if they're small but especially those little crafts, because it's you took the time to really sit down and make it made with love.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I think that's really sweet.
With social media and all the aspects of that, we kind of get away from that, to be honest. So, nowadays you get an email or a text of happy birthday.
Yeah.
But what about that grandmother that's 95, like I have, that has Alzheimer's, or my grandmother that's 102, that doesn't have access to the internet? She would prefer to still receive the gifts in the mail of the beautiful things that you're sending her or that you actually took out time to make for them. Those are lasting memories. Those are things that they want to remember.
No, that is so true. Is there anything that you like to do too? As I know there's a lot of creativity around you.
Yes, for the Design by Mika, I'm not really in the business, but I do help her when we go to places and we do little craft things for children and stuff. I always help her, but I don't exactly help make the stuff because it's just things I can't exactly make, but I do help her though.
No, that's sweet. I mean, you know, it's good to even the entrepreneurial like spirit, passing that down, because you get to see her in her element. You know, then you can find your element. She can help you with your element, sort of thing. So it's, you know, it's communal. You know, we're learning, but that's good. That's sweet. With Design by Mika, do you do any like pop-ups, or where can people like find your work and, you know, look at it and buy or whatever?
Yes. So last year I did a lot of pop-ups.
Okay.
This year my schedule is completely booked with the same exact type of pop-ups. We will actually be, several businesses other than mine will actually be at the Housatonic College on the 25th for the Black History Month Expo. I'm signed up for that. You can also visit me. My website will be up and running on March 15th. Okay. Anybody who subscribes get a 10% discount under designbymika.com. So, and I just received word that I'm officially a part of the Durham State Fair this year in September, and I will be hosting as well a summer camp at the Library of Broad Street. So for 8 weeks, you can drop your child off with me from Tuesday through Friday, and I will be teaching them all different types of crafts, and if they're interested in starting their own business, I'm willing to work with them to do that.
That's awesome. What else are you doing? Because I only covered a few here. You only gave me 2 things before. I'm just kidding.
But I'm very adamant about providing this for children.
Yeah.
I have a strong passion for kids at any level. And if it's anything that I can give them to make it a positive outcome, then I'm going to be there to do that.
That's awesome. No, I think that's awesome. I keep saying awesome, but it really is. One thing that I love, because Carmen has a wide range of guests that she invites to the show. The ones that I think really like resonate with me are people who try to pay it forward or try to do things that are going to impact the next generation. So I love what you're doing. I love that your daughter's involved. I love the pageant. When I was younger, I was in the debutante ball.
Yes.
So we have that out here in Bridgeport too. So I'm excited to see more with the mother-daughter pageant. But what can we kind of look forward to, I guess, coming up? I know you said that September is when everything is taking place. What are, I guess, the next steps?
So the next steps, I'm securing a very special venue. I'm going to keep it to myself for now, but I will be announcing it soon. And just gathering, I will be out trying to, speak to at the school system and just go and visit and just put the information out there. It's not so much about collecting a whole bunch of people. I just kind of want this to be a bond of a weekend where you can actually just take out time and spend quality time with your daughter. We need that.
Let me get this call real quick. We have a caller. Hi, thank you for calling. Did you have a question?
I do.
Okay. What's your question?
So I have my wife and my daughter wants to do it. I was watching live. And how do I go about signing up?
Good question.
So to sign up, you go to motherdaughterusa.com, and you can just click on it. On that page is so easy to maneuver through whatever state that you're living in. You click on that actual flag, and then it'll take you to our sign up page. All of my contact information is there. If you need me for anything, my phone is always on to answer any questions. This will be, once you signed up for state, or we're also taking city, local titles as well that we will be handing out as well. So you get a crown and a sash. you will have that reign for a year on the state level, local, or residential level. But when you go to the nationals and you compete for the national title, you still will have 2 reigns. So if you win, then we're actually moving on in 2027 to have Mother-Daughter International as well. So super excited
That's
about that.
fantastic. I got one more question.
Go for it.
You said you do design for Mika. How do I sign up to go to the library with my daughter?
So for the summer camp classes, I will be releasing the information at the libraries. I will actually be at 2 libraries doing room box classes. But for the summer camp program, I'll be releasing it in April. And you can sign up from then. That class is going to be 8 weeks, like I said. And we have themes. One of those themes is a Hello Kitty edition. We're also doing marble makers and so forth more. So.
Okay. All right. Did you have any other questions?
No, that's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good questions.
Yes.
So I was wondering, a thought came up when you were answering the question. Do you need any like volunteers, or like how can people support the pageant, or even Designed by Mika?
Yes, of course. I am looking to form my committee with some representatives of here in Bridgeport in the surrounding areas as well. You can reach me on motherdaughterusa.com. You can leave an input message. I also have my email as md/usa@outlook.com. Email me. My phone number is listed as well on the site. You can also come to our Facebook page or our Instagram, and you can message me from there. Please like us and follow us on this journey, because this is going to be a really good thing for Bridgeport and the surrounding areas.
We have another caller. Maybe not. Please call back if I missed you. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. But okay, that's good to know, because
Yes.
people might be like, well, I don't have a daughter or whatever, but I want to get involved or help out, so that's good. So this is for both of you guys. Do you have a memory from the pageant or that you guys recently did that like stood out, or favorite moment or something?
I remember we did a pageant. I forgot what it was called. World's Perfect, right?
World's Perfect.
We had the World's Perfect, and we both walked. We did a mother-daughter walk on the stage,
Okay.
and we had matching outfits, and
that's cute.
we prepared the whole thing. It was fun, and then we had a question on what was our favorite thing to do each other. What was the best thing that for us to do it together, and then so of course it was just for us being together, spending time with each other.
That's sweet. I feel like if I were to do the pageant with my mom, I feel like it would be the glam. I know that's kind of like,
But it would be experience that you will never forget.
Yeah, I'm sure.
A bond that you already have with your mother, but it will
Strengthening
enhance
it.
it. Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
I'm sure. Did you have a favorite moment or two, or was that it?
I would say that that's the first time we actually did a pageant together.
Oh, okay.
I went to take her, and then I got pulled into it. That's how I actually got started. And I remember being so nervous on the stage, and I remember seeing her to the left of me, and she just was smiling. It was a smile of being proud of me, as well as my other daughters. They were texting me, telling me that they were very proud of me.
Nice.
And I always have dreamed of doing things to that nature. I have a big family, so anything they wanted or needed from me, I put them first. So I always put myself in the back burner. But now that they're all grown, it's like I'm playing catch up on all those things. So I'm super excited about what this journey is going to be, especially with Isabella, because it is a really important bond to me.
All right, let's see. Hopefully this works this time. Hi, thank you for calling Connecticut at your service. Did you have a question?
No, it's not a question. It's just more so, this is my daughter, Kenya, and I just wanted to say, like, I'm just really proud. Really proud of her. I'm watching her, and I'm really proud of her.
That's so sweet. Thank you for calling in and saying that.
Thank you, Kenya. Love you too.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to cut.
Don't cry.
You look great. Just keep doing your thing. You guys join.
Thank
He's
you.
just legit. I'll be there to help sometimes. My mom took her heart and her soul in it, and I'm so proud of her.
Thank
So support.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Kenya.
Alrighty. Thank you for calling.
My daughter.
Aw.
She's 38 weeks pregnant, so that's a lot of.
She's like, you're used to it. That's so sweet.
Yeah.
I was like, she's trying to have you crying on here. If you start crying, I might start crying. Maybe you might. I don't know. No, that's special. I can see, the love and the support. So that's really sweet. I forgot what question I was just asking you. I think about your favorite moment.
That
Okay.
would be my favorite moment.
would be your
My
favorite
next one is I'm actually on a personal level. I'm a reigning title holder. I am Miss America Revolutionary,
Nice.
and I will be competing in Vegas in July.
Wow.
And I would say that out of all the pageants that I have taken something from, I have amazing sash sisters and sash brothers from this experience. But with this pageant, it was something a little different. And I'm so proud and honored to be representing Connecticut to go for an international title. I have never competed on an international level, so this will be my first time doing
We're
it.
cheering for you.
Thank you.
We hope you bring it home for Connecticut.
I am definitely
And
gonna
just for
try.
Do you guys, either of you, have any advice for anybody who might want to do pageants or even just start up their own business or get into something creatively as a business or just in general? Any advice?
Well, on a mother's standpoint of pageantry, you don't have to have the prettiest dress. You don't have to have the best looking this or that. Just come as you are and be real and true to what you're doing. It's going to show. That's way more important. If you want to start a business, get yourself out there, commit to it, because it's going to be a journey, believe me, and stand fast. Don't ever let no one tell you that, oh, we got too many of these or too many of that. There's never too many. So.
Yeah. How about you?
I would say just to stay strong, and you're gonna be nervous, but after you do it for multiple times, it's gonna be very good. You're gonna have a time of your life after you do it. The first time, it's gonna be good.
I'll take your word for it. I believe you. I believe it. Because you came in here pretty shy, but she's so composed. And
Yeah, the pageant girl kicked
in.
in.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, maybe I need to sign up for a pageant. I'm over here tripping over my words. I didn't hear y'all trip up once. No, but thank you guys so much for coming on the show. I learned a lot. Thank you for my gift as well.
Yes.
From Mother Daughter USA. So excited to see what's in there. But no, I'm so grateful to have these two beautiful ladies on the show. I think this is a great way to, for mothers and daughters to connect. Also just the entrepreneurial side, designed by Mika. I think that's also great, just to hear your story of how you got started and where you want to see it go. I wish you the best for that. Wish both of you the best for your pageants coming up and this new endeavor. Or not new, but excited for you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching Connecticut at your service today. We had two special guests. We had Tamikia Lemus, and we had Isabella Lemus. So thank you guys for watching. We come to you live every Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. See you guys next week.